For some of us, there comes a time in life when we decide, yes, we want to do PhD. But where to start with, how to do it, what are the sort of the steps, whom to contact. There are a number of questions where you don't have any sort of answer. So what to do and whom to contact with. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss all these related questions, and we are going to see that what are the different sorts of steps which are going to guide you to choose the right sort of doctorate for. So let's start. Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to discuss the different sorts of steps, or you should say a step-by-step process for choosing the right sort of doctorate for you. So the first step, that always take your time. Do not just have a sort of hurry that yes, I want to do PhD and I want it right now. No, it's not like this, because PhD is a substantial amount of time-taking process, and when you are going to devote your 3, 4, 5, or even 6 years of life, then obviously you should have a detailed background study that whether you want it or not. If you desperately want it, then only go for it. If you have some sort of requirement for academic promotion, for some specific kind of job, or some other sort of thing which is going to compel you to pursue PhD, or if you are going to have it out of your interest, then that interest should be genuine enough that you just get deviated within 2 or 3 months, or after 6 months or 1 year, that no, now I don't want to pursue because it's too hard or something like that. No, frustration must be there. Sorry, I should not say must be there, but I am saying it this why, because some people do say that if you are not getting frustrated in your PhD journey, you are not doing a PhD, because it's not a sort of cakewalk that you just go and just come out with sort of having some fun experiences and having a PhD degree in your hand. People do say that yes, it's a sort of fun exercise, long fun exercise, but yes, it takes a persistence, it takes the sort of consistency that is going to drive you continuously, and for that you need the right sort of passion. So that's why I'm saying that if you are having the right genuine interest, then only go for it. Do a detailed study and then only jump into a PhD. Moving on to the second point, decide what sort of doctorate you are looking for, because there are a number of kind of doctorates. For example, you are having some advertised projects and then you are going to get converted into a PhD. Then you might be proposing some sort of project to a particular university and you are bringing funding from your side or something like that. And you might be having some professional doctorates especially designed for some of the specific key kind of people. So there are different sorts of doctorates. Okay. And as per my experience, and if I want to suggest you, then if you are going to have the JRF or SRF sort of requirement in any institute, and it's a good institute, you can go for that. And if that particular project is going to last for at least 3 years, then it might get converted into a PhD. That's a good start point. Moving further, we have the third point, which is going to say that pick a project that pairs the passion with practicality. It's a very, very important point, because ultimately, as I told you in the very start, that there should be the genuine interest, means the right sort of passion must be there. If it is not there, then obviously you are not going to last long. Additionally, practicality must be there. It is not like this that you are only having the sort of interest, no, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it. But how? If you don't have any sort of clue, and your guide also don't have any sort of clue, your colleagues don't have the kind of clue, means you have picked some very new problem or sort of domain you have entered into, which is not at all having some sort of detailed or the related existing literature. Then it might be a sort of kind of total black hole for you, because you are not going to come out of it having some sort of right sort of information, and you are just wandering from one point to another, not having any substantial progress. So always have the practicality in mind while having the passion in your heart. Moving on to the next point, that is research your research. Again, quite important point, that we want to do some research. We want to explore some specific domain. We want to work on to a specific state of the art problem. But do you have the right sort of research or the detailed investigation behind that particular research problem? Because, for example, you have taken a particular problem, but have you gone through the right sorts of specific need of that particular research? Means that this particular research question need to be addressed or not? It is already addressed or not? If yes, then how many people have addressed it already? How your proposal is going to get different from all the existing proposals? So all these questions you must have gone through, then only you are going to come on to the right specific point, that what is the specific focal point which you are going to focus in your research, and how your research is going to get differentiated from the existing research, and how you are going to propose some of the incremental advantages in your research that are going to lead the incremental research in the domain. Moving on to the next point, you are going to have the try before you buy. Every time we are going to have some sort of idea in life, then we want to have a sort of exploration that you should try it. But when you are going to try it, then are you actually going to get involved into this? Because when we say that try before you buy, then you should have some sort of idea of research. Okay. Many times we just hear about that, yeah, that particular person is pursuing PhD at school. So many people are doing it, and it's a kind of long journey, but it's quite challenging, and you enjoy it a lot because so many seminars, motivational speakers, and etc. people are there. But don't believe anyone. Just go and put your mind into some research problem for 2-3 months at least, and then you will come to know that yes, it's a sort of the thing you want really or not. The best way to do this, that go for some sort of summer training program, some research based summer training programs, or some sort of small 6 months internship with some of the research program offering university or like that. So that will give you a real key idea whether you are going to have the right sort of passion or the right sort of interest in that particular research problem or not, or whether you like the research environment or not. Then you are going to have the right sort of answer at you, whether you want to go with it or not. Then the next is, think about your research environment. What is the research environment? Where you are sitting? What is the sort of different things which are around you? What are the sort of surroundings and the different people around you? So the colleagues, environment, the key benefits or the facilities offered by the university, etc., etc. All these things come into this particular thing. So in short, the research environment is nothing but the university. Means which university you are going to target, because ultimately that university norms are going to get into picture, and that is very important, because when you are pursuing PhD, lots of different things are there. You need some sort of financial assistance. Additionally, you need the sort of a travel fund. You need the sort of funding requirement for proposing some proposal into some international conference or sort of things. So is there availability of the right sort of fund, right sort of guidance from the university side or not? If yes, then what are the sort of different people who are going to guide you? Are the sort of specific domain experts available in that particular university in which you are interested? If not, then is it going to be worthwhile for you? Because a university might be good, but the right sort of guidance is not available. So all these things you should think about. Additionally, the research groups which are available there and all these things which are quite important, because if already some research group is there, then it is going to be very easy for you to go and accommodate with a new problem in the same domain. Now coming on to the specific next point, which is going to that you need to talk to the potential supervisor. Obviously, before choosing doctorate, you cannot choose your supervisor, but at least you can focus on to some of the key people that yes, these are some of the potential supervisors, and you need to go and have a sort of interaction with them. Interaction should be two ways, because many times we go and just ask, sir, I want to do under your guidance in my PhD, but what are the sort of different things you are expecting from him? What are the sort of funding availability? What are the sort of key things that are going to be in your PhD journey, and all these things? It means it should be a kind of interviewing process, which is two-way. Means he is going to ask you many questions, and you also do the same. Then only you are going to have a really fruitful discussion. Moving further, you are going to have the next point, which is think about your future. Always, whenever we are trying to do something, you always imagine that you are doing your PhD. Then what sort of things are going to round you? Are you really going to handle the kind of pressure? What are the sort of family support you are having at your side? Do you have some specific requirements or the liabilities at your home, and the sort of different things? Because as I told you, but I am going to tell you again that it's a long journey, minimum 3 or 4 years. Then obviously you need to take care of a lot of things, your marriage, etc., etc. Multiple things are there. So if you are going to handle all the things together, then PhD is a good choice for you. Moving further, we are going to have a sort of end of this particular article. And this particular article we found on the findaphd.com. So if you're interested, you can go and find the all related details. You can have a detailed study of this particular article. It's a good article. I have gone through, and you will find a lot of details if you are interested. Okay, so that's all from my side for this particular topic, and hopefully you must have liked it. And I also know that there will be some of the shortcomings in this particular video. There will be number of things which I didn't cover. So what are your key opinions? Please do comment below, and let's criticize this video so that we could improve our future videos. Definitely will incorporate your valuable suggestions. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.